All the colors are going to show up by the time you're done.
Mine is so
Well, you need that. You might not be able to get that. I'm doing the purl stitch. It's knit one row, purl another row. Yeah, until I get the length that I desire.
Okay.
And a video.
All right, so we left off with the knitting abbreviations, and then you guys, I told you we were going to start 2 challenges. All right, one challenge is going to be the headband, and the second challenge is going to be the 4x4 square. So today we're ready to start challenge 1. Just one last reminder.
Knitting club is basically a group of girls that come up during lunch to knit and socialize.
I just did that. What? Alexis, difficult but doable.
How the heck do
You
can
can
I
answer the question.
wait? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Just you wrote your
Like you're
challenge.
talking and muted.
Say what you're doing with your knitting.
Row 3.
Yeah, every day Miss Carrie is free. She comes down to the cafeteria and we all line up. We get our lunch and we come up here. We eat and then we knit. And it's also fun knitting because we're able to figure out what we're able to do in knitting. Because like a week, 2 weeks ago, I just learned how to put letters into my knitting.
Bye.
So when I get to about right here, I'm able to change it any way I want to. Because it looks like it's going towards these 2 stitches right here. And so when I get to the knitting part of these 2, I'm able to change it any way I want to. And the tie is represented right here. Because I messed it up on my knit 2 and made it a purl 1.
Yeah.
So that's why it's tied.
People that have successfully completed challenge 1 and they are sewed together.
Oh, that's
so this beautiful headband compliments of Emily. This beautiful headband compliments of Idani, right? Yeah. There is one that needs to be sewn together. There's another one. Where did you put yours? Over here?
What is it like teaching people to knit?
To be honest, it's kind of frustrating too. Is when I don't, because if I tell them to do, like, I kept on telling them to, like, go it under clockwise, and they kept on doing counterclockwise.
And soon enough, you'll get as fast as me. Well, I don't know about you old timers, but I'll try.
I am an old timer. I've been knitting since I was 7.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 3.
So yeah, it's fun too, cause I get to teach somebody how to knit, and it's sort of cool because they don't have to go to the store and buy their own scarves, earmuffs, mittens, even socks. My project is on knitting and beading, and how you're able to compare knitting and beading because it's similar. Okay, we're going to be learning about how to compare beading with knitting, knitting designed by kids, knitting designed by professionals, bead loom designed by kids, bead loom designed by professionals. A way to learn about beading and math, and a way to learn about knitting and math.
Now, Denise, before today, did you realize that math and knitting were related?
Yeah,
You did? How did you know that already?
because my grandmother taught me. I know how to read my pattern though, but she taught me that if you don't keep counting the stitches, you might add on to them. I was like, add, don't you mean? Like you might put more stitches on. Okay, this is bead loom designed by kids. In science club, Miss Carrie showed us how we could do knitting with beading, and this is called fourfold symmetry because it basically just looked like this piece, then flipped over to that, but with a different color, but still has. It's pretty cool, and this is Miss Carrie's piece. She did it with clear beads, and we did it with solid beads. You could do it any kind of way y'all want. It's very easy actually. Y'all gonna be doing y'all's after the PowerPoint. Y'all own. Oh Lord. I just picture my math problems like knitting. Like adding. If I have 12 stitches and I want to add on 6, like this. As I cast on and I do 12, but then if I keep on going and I decide I want to do 6 more because it's too small, then I could just add them in. Like I need more yarn for this scarf that I'm doing, but it's like it has like 12, and then I added like 4 more to make 16. How does each connect with math for you?
Okay, both have to be using math by, like, for knitting, we use the math for the square. Like a blanket, we gotta use math to get the gauge. Okay, the gauge. I was trying to use more words. For the gauge, okay, when we got the gauge, we had to use math to get a perfect square, 4 by 4. So we had to get 16 rows evenly, and it had to be a perfect square. So that was math. And so for beading, you have to do basically like the same thing, have to do the same amount of numbers so the rows can be even, unless you wanted to go misshapen. But if you want it to be a perfect square, you had to like math. Okay.
In math, the squares have to be the same size and equal, and also in the knitting and beading, it has to be equal in size.
And that's it, and that's mine.
Oh, that was all?
Someone?
Yeah.
There's your friend.
Round of applause for Elton.
There should be a teacher for that.
Okay. Which one does she want us to open?
This one.
This is the challenge 2 knitting. That's the challenge 1 knitting. So now I'm putting the beading patterns towards the knitting because we're supposed to find a way to comprehend bead loom and knitting. There.